Katie Olivia Hopkins, born the 13th of February, is an English media personality, columnist, variety political commentator, and former businesswoman. She was a contestant on the third series of The Apprentice in 2007. Following further appearances in the media, she became a columnist for British national newspapers. Hopkins wrote for The Sun in 2013 and the Daily Mail's website Mail Online from 2015 to 2017. In 2015, she hosted her own television talk show If Katie Hopkins Ruled the World, and appeared on the 15th series of Celebrity Big Brother, finishing as runner-up. The following year, she became a presenter for the talk radio station LBC and underwent major brain surgery to treat her epilepsy. In 2021, Hopkins joined the UK Independence Party, UKIP. Hopkins' social media presence and outspoken views, especially on UK politics, social class, migrants and race, have attracted controversy, criticism, media scrutiny, legal issues, protests, and petitions. She has been accused of racism by journalists, advocacy groups, and politicians for her comments about migrants. In 2016, Mail Online was forced to pay significant damages to a Muslim family whom Hopkins had falsely accused of extremist links. In the 2017 libel case Monroe v. Hopkins, Hopkins was required to pay damages and legal costs to Jack Monroe after making defamatory remarks on Twitter. Her role at LBC was terminated in May 2017 following her comments on Twitter about the need for a final solution, a term used by the Nazis to refer to the Holocaust after the Manchester Arena bombing. She later altered it to True Solution, describing the earlier version as a mistype. Hopkins was permanently suspended from Twitter in June 2020 for what the company described as violations of our hateful conduct policy. She joined Parler afterwards. Early life and education. Katie Olivia Hopkins was born on the 13th of February 1975, in Barnstable, England. 15, her father was an electrical engineer for the local electricity board, and her mother was a bank teller. She has an older sister. She was brought up in Bideford, attended a private convent school from age 3 to 16, played sports and learned to play the piano and violin. As a child she believed she was going to be the colonel of the forces. I loved the military. I loved the discipline, the rigor, the big shouty men. She instead studied economics at the University of Exeter, receiving sponsorship from the British Army's Intelligence Corps. She spent weekends with the Officers Training Corps. She completed her military training at the Royal Military Academy Sandhurst, but suffered an epileptic seizure during the final passing out ceremony, and as a result was unable to take up her commission. Hopkins said she kept her epilepsy secret while attending Sandhurst, as this would have prevented her from being commissioned. Instead, she joined a business consultancy and moved to Manhattan, New York City, before returning to the UK in 2005. In September 2006 she joined the Met Office as a global brand consultant. Career. The Apprentice. Main article, The Apprentice. In late 2006 Hopkins was allowed to take unpaid leave from her Met Office job as part of her probationary period of employment to take part in Series 3 of the reality TV show The Apprentice. 21. In the format used at that time, contestants in The Apprentice competed for a £100,000 a year job working for the businessman Alan Sugar. Hopkins rejected Sugar's offer of a place in the final episode of the program, citing problems regarding childcare provision for her daughters, and withdrew from the competition at the end of the penultimate task. The episode gained 6.2 million viewers, while the following You're Fired episode, in which Hopkins was interviewed, was watched by 3.1 million. Throughout her time on The Apprentice, Hopkins made several critical comments on camera. The comments were directed at her fellow contestants, viewers of television shopping channels,